guys, and welcome back then to another episode of my F1 23 Mobile Racing Career Mode. We're here for episode number 13 today for the British Grand Prix in season number 3. If you guys did miss the previous episode, then at the Austrian Grand Prix, definitely be sure to go check that one out before you see this one. It's been a while since we've uploaded, I will admit, but we are back here in this series. So it's time to have a bit of fun here at the famous Silverstone circuit, and it is a front row lockout then for Red Bull, with Aston Martin taking the second row, and then Sainz and one of the Alpines taking them 5 and 6 respectively. We're just going to try to qualify as best as we can, and like I said, it's been a while since we have recorded these videos, and actually when I recorded this specific episode, it was when the massive update happened where all the vehicle performance numbers, I should say, were changed, and the update with stronger slipstream. Of course, the slipstream was not nearly as powerful when we started this series and when the game was released, but after this version, it has become a lot more powerful and a lot more potent, meaning that now, really in these other cars, in these much lower cars, we can fight for these top spots there. In terms of how the car handles, well, has been slightly altered as well, so you no longer have these insane cars that go like 3 million miles an hour. It's a bit more realistic, but the vehicle actual performance, like characteristics, the numbers you'll find, of course, are a lot higher. So this hashes now, I think, well over 1,000, I think, where before it was just over 600. So definitely a bit of a change. Gonna have to get used to it, but we're just gonna have to find out and see how that goes. Anyways, as we're going through this qualifying lap, I will admit it is a very messy qualifying lap, as you can clearly see by the exit just before we got onto this straight here. But we're still looking pretty decent though, purple to the first sector, which is pretty reassuring. And coming into the final chicane then for one time here only in this qualifying session. We go way too deep, and well, we made a complete hash of that corner, I'm not gonna lie. But we somehow managed to keep going. I don't know how, but we're going to go across the line then. What is this going to give us? And it is going to put us P6 on the grid then, and we are going to be splitting Sainz and Ocon. But it is still a Red Bull front row lockout then for this British Grand Prix. And unfortunately, our teammate, he's all the way down there in P19, I think I saw. But anyways, Perez, Verstappen, Stroll, Alonso, Sainz, us, Ocon, Hamilton, Piastri, Gasly, Leclerc, Norris, Russell, Albon in 14, Bottas, Guan Yu, De Vries, I think Sargent it was? I don't care. 5 red lights then, sorry for that. It's lights out, and away we go. It's a decent start for us. Ocon will get a decent start off the line as we now make our way into turn 1 here, blocking up Hamilton. The slipstream icon, you can clearly see, has already started to come on, so we are immediately getting the effect of that powerful slipstream. We're going to send it up the inside here into this corner. We make a bit of contact though with Verstappen as we try to force our way up into P1 here. We got Perez just up ahead of us. We have the slipstream now, and we can now pull ourselves towards the Mexican and pass him as quickly as he possibly can. That Red Bull still got some decent straight line speed compared to the Haas. We're going to pull to the inside here, and we're going to make the move stick. We just managed to keep the car on the track, not after going way too wide, though. We somehow managed to keep it still within track limits. We cut off Sergio Perez just a little bit there, but we managed to get settled, and now we have to focus on trying to break away. Silverstone is still a high-speed sector, so it still might suit the AI and their OP straight line speed, but hopefully with the pace we got in Clean Air, we should reset, making our way through the Maggots and Beckett section here, taking it nice and easy. Don't want to throw the car around too much and risk spinning out here. The car actually complying pretty well to the change in direction, and now as we make our way onto the hangar straight and towards the final sequence of corners, we're already pulling a 2.5 second gap to the Mexican driver, who by the way is in the Red Bull, which is arguably the best car in the F1 23 Mobile Racing Career Mode series. So pretty interesting to see that the player does still have quite a bit of influence on the car, which might make it, you know, a bit too dominating when we get to the higher teams. But of course, we'll have a bit of challenges here and there to spice things up. We are starting lap 2, then through Abbey we go and in towards the first, well, the real corner, the first real heavy braking zone of this track. We've, like I said, 3 seconds then to Sergio Perez, and then 4 seconds to Stroll, 5 more or less, or 4.5 to Max Verstappen, who is, well, he's fallen behind Stroll, I must say, so hopefully Verstappen will pick up the pace. We did make a bit of contact, so maybe that offset him a little bit. So I'm not so sure here. As we make our way through these corners here, taking it nice and easy. And at this point, we're just trying to relax and bring this win home then for Haas. It would be, well, our third win in a row for the series, which would be quite impressive, I must say. But we still got 1.5 laps to negotiate around the Silverstone circuit, so anything can happen. Let's just bring it home nice and easy. The sun glaring down on us, hardly able to see the racing line, although it doesn't really matter because the racing line quite inaccurate, I must say, considering how late you can break in this game with these cars. Kind of unrealistic, I'm not gonna lie, but it is only a game. It's not even meant to play a simulation on a simple phone. Yes, I'm still recording with an old phone here. Hopefully, in the future, these videos will just get better with some different quality. We kind of messed up that corner a little bit. And when I say a little bit, I say we messed it up a lot. And we're starting to get slightly out of rhythm with a corner cut penalty. But we still managed to keep going as we start the final lap then of the British Grand Prix with Perez 5.5 seconds behind us here. We are dominating this race thanks to that massive slipstream here. But it also helps the fact that we are in clean air. We're just able to push as much as we please, and we can not have to worry about any other AI trying to ram into us. Stroll, by the way, is still doing quite an impressive job holding on to P3 at the moment, although Verstappen, as you can see by the gaps, is right behind him. He's literally on his gearbox right now, so I won't be surprised if Verstappen's going to be trying to make a move. Stroll is not in DRS of Perez, but Verstappen is, so who knows? Maybe that Red Bull straight line he's going to come in absolute clutch then for the Dutchman, but we're going to have to see towards the end of the lap here. Verstappen, well, he's still behind, but he's just about 4/10 there. Stroll doing the easy job defending, and then you got Perez 6.5 seconds behind us. So we're kind of in a bit of no man's land right now. Just gotta make sure that we don't ruin our chance of our third victory in a row here. Into the Maggots and Beckett section for one last time in this Grand Prix. Nice and easy through these corners. Taking nice and easy, carrying a lot of momentum through that sequence. We probably overreacted just a little bit too much there with that oversteer. Wasn't a major oversteer, but it was a bit of an overreaction as we kind of jacked away at the steering wheel there. Luckily managing to keep the car on the road, more importantly there, and maintaining our lead. Then into the final chicane we go, and for one last time down to third gear. Silence mode is on, and that is confirmed, but it won't even matter as we make our way then towards the line. We're going to win the British Grand Prix here ahead of Perez, and Verstappen has gone ahead of Stroll, who finishes ahead of Alonso, Sainz, Ocon, Leclerc, Gasly, and Norris. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode then. Hopefully it won't take as long. See you guys.